My name's Crispy, and I'm from the Brisbane Osaka Punch. And yeah, talking to Heavy Mag about the other festival. So
Beautiful. Crispy, thanks for joining Crispy, mate. How are you?
yeah, really good, man. Thanks for having me.
No worries at all. So, Osaka Punch will once again be appearing at the other festival, which is set down for January the 28th at the Tivoli in Brisbane, mate. So, is there some form of love affair with Osaka Punch and Cog? Because you guys seem to be sort of doing this thing a bit together at festival.
I think so. I mean, first and foremost, like we're all massive fans of the band of Cog and have been for years and years. So yeah, we're always just really humbled when we get invited to play. Um, so yeah, I think we did like a tour with them in 2019, which was great, and that was kind of like the first experience, like being able to support them. And I think it just went really well. And obviously, like they were happy to have us back along for the first other festival. And then, yeah, I think the reason why this second iteration actually happened was because there was a couple of shows that they had booked for 2021, like late 2021, where actually maybe it was 2022. I can't remember exactly, but COVID kind of, you know, uh, got those shows kind of cancelled. They were supposed to play at the Princess Theatre. And then, yeah, so we weren't even meant to do a festival with them, but they asked us to support. And then they did a really good thing and invited all of the bands that were meant to support them on those two shows and created a second version of the other festival. So,
Oh, yeah.
yeah, I think they just doing the right thing by all the bands that were meant to play with them. And yeah, we've always just really gotten along with them and think they're fantastic. And we're just very humbled that they asked us back. So yeah.
Yeah. And she's a great festival, mate. Like it showcases the best current and emerging bands from across Australia. So who's your surprise packet of this year's lineup? Who do you reckon is going to take the next step?
For me, I really love Kodiak Empire. Like they're probably one band that I have seen a few times, and I've heard some of their new material that they've had in the works, and it's fantastic. So yeah, I'd be keeping an eye on what happens with them very much so in the next year or two. So yeah.
Very cool. And the festival has moved to from the Fortitude Music Hall to the Tivoli this year, mate. Like I think that's a good move.
Yeah, I think so too. Probably, a little bit more of an intimate setting with the Tivoli. It's probably one of my favorite venues in Brisbane, so I'm beyond stoked to be able to actually get onto that stage and experience it from that side of things. I've seen plenty of amazing shows there, so yeah, I'm looking forward to being able to play. Absolutely.
Good, yeah. And you guys finished up a run of shows with Sunk Loto for their comeback tour just last November, man. So that must have been a cool experience.
Very much so. Yeah. So I mean, again, they're such an iconic band from that era, kind of like the late '90s, kind of early 2000s, and um, being able to share the stage with them on their reunion tour, and they have so many fans still, which is pretty amazing to see. Um, Being able to share that experience was pretty amazing, and also it was a great opportunity for us to get out of Queensland because we haven't played out of Queensland since 2019. So being getting the opportunity to go and play a couple of shows in Melbourne and Sydney as well
Mhm.
was really cool. And we had a couple of fans come along to see us as well, but also the fact that Sunk Loto was there was great, and they just absolutely killed it too. So
Yeah, they did.
that was fun.
Yeah. And you guys you seem to be a band that's very much in touch with your fans, bro. So not being able to play interstate shows for that long must have actually hurt you a little bit. Like you would have liked to get down there and share your stuff with them.
Yeah, it definitely, yeah, because prior to everything kind of leading up to about 2019, we did quite a few interstate shows, and we always tried to make that a priority. And we're really trying to build a fan base outside of Queensland, and it was, it was starting to actually take shape, which was nice. Luckily, like quite a few fans from other states have connected with us still, and we're always getting requests to make our way back down to Adelaide and Melbourne and Sydney again. And so yeah, we're planning to do that this year, very soon actually. So yeah, we can't announce anything yet, but there's something in the works which will mean that we'll be able to do some headline shows instead of support shows down south.
I won't push you on that then, because you seem pretty adamant you're not going to tell me.
Yeah.
So I think the last time I actually saw you guys play was at the other festival in 2021, man. So what changed with the Osaka Punch and your live shows since then?
So we've definitely been road testing some new material, which has been good. So actually the Sunk Loto shows were the first shows that we've done, like bigger sort of shows like that since the last other festival. And yeah, we've had the opportunity, because we've been bubbling away on this new record for a few years now. Had the opportunity to actually play some of the stuff live, which is refreshing for not only ourselves but also people who haven't seen the band or have seen the band in the last couple of years. So yeah, it's nice to be able to do that. So we're just trying to change it up a bit, try and be conscious of the fact that if someone has seen us in the last couple of years, that they've probably seen the same songs over and over again. So yeah, we like to throw some new stuff out there, and there's going to be more of that to come as well. So
very cool.
Yeah.
So what can you tell us about the new album, mate? Because like I know from speaking to people, like there's a lot of anticipation. Everyone says eagerly anticipated album, but your next one's going to be a ripper, mate. Tell us about it.
Yeah, awesome, man. Yeah, well, it's pretty much done, so I can say that, which is great. So, and I think people can kind of expect more of everything that we do. So we're trying to be more melodic than we ever have been before. We're also trying to be heavier than we've ever been before as well. So there's a good cross section of stuff, I think, and it's lending itself a little bit more to our earlier kind of style, where it's a bit more, I guess, eccentric, I suppose, in some of its subject matter. And yeah, so I think it's everything that people like about us, but we're trying to push it to either extremes even more. So there's stuff in there where it's yeah, like very different for what we've done before, just trying new things, which it seems to work really well. But I think that the true test is being able to road test it live and see if people kind of resonate with it. But yeah, I can't wait to get it out there, to be honest. We're including some of the songs that we released in 2019 on there, so we'll actually have some of the stuff that were released as singles, which we had always planned to kind of release this a lot earlier than we have now, due to obvious reasons. I'm not going to go into it too much, but that kind of put a pin in that. But yeah, it's good. So looking forward to having a full length out there for people to enjoy, and to be able to play a lot of extra material live and give some of the other stuff a bit of a rest, I think.
And will that definitely be out before the end of the year?
Yes.
Yes.
Yep.
Well, I won't miss you on that either, because you don't look like you're going to tell me that either.
I can definitely say I will be. So, yeah.
Cool. And how many
2023 release?
2023, yeah, that's us. And how many of the new songs can we expect to hear at the other festival?
At this stage, we're just going to throw one in, because being a festival slot, it's time. We don't have like the longest amount of time to play for. So for us, it's I think it's, you got to be conscious like of the audience, and also yeah, I mean, I've seen some of my favorite bands like play like unreleased material at festival shows and stuff like that. And as much as I appreciate that sort of stuff, I think sometimes it can get a little bit lost on the audience as well if they're unfamiliar with it. So generally try and save that for kind of like your own headline show where you know that the people who are there to see your band. So yeah, so there'll be more of that coming up in the next couple of months, I think, where we'll play quite a bit of new stuff. But at this stage, it's just gonna at this stage, it's gonna do the one new song. So yeah,
very cool, man.
Should be fun.
So, and you yourself, you're doing some DJ stuff at the other festival too, mate. So tell us about that. You don't strike me as a DJ.
I have no idea what I'm doing. Yeah, no, it's just I guess it's just something that I've always wanted to try. I just want to give it a crack, and I'm an absolute music lover. So for me, just being able to play some of my favorite tunes for people in between bands is going to be fun, you know. So I actually haven't sat down and kind of figured out exactly what I'm going to play yet, but I work at a music store which has like a pretty big DJ department, so
you can steal some.
I've spoken to some of my colleagues about the best way to do it, and yeah, so it should be fun. We'll see how it goes, man.
You'll get up there and you'll forget everything they told you, and you'll just go off on your own tangent and fucking nail it.
Yeah. That's it. Yeah, because people have seen it advertised, and I've had a few people ask me, "Oh, like, are you doing a solo set? Are you like playing acoustic guitar and all that sort of stuff?" I'm like, "No, I'm doing a DJ set." I think everyone is just like, "What? What are you doing?" But
that would be fun.
Yeah, it should be good. Again, yeah, the opportunity came up. You know, promoter kind of pushed it out there to any of the bands who were playing to see if anyone wanted to do it, and yeah, I just put my hand up for it. I was like, yeah, it should be fun. I'm keen to do it. And I think if it does go well, it's probably the sort of thing that I'd like to maybe explore doing again in the future for whatever. But yeah, it's just, I guess it's just something I've always wanted to try, and someone's going to give me a go. So they might regret it, man, but hey, we'll see.
Mate, the world definitely needs more DJs with good taste in music, though, bro. So you can't go far wrong.
Yeah, well, that's it, and it's gonna be a pretty eclectic mix of stuff. So yeah, but a lot of heavy tunes for sure.
Yeah. All right. Well, thanks for your time today, Crispy. Osaka Punch will be appearing at the other festival at the Tivoli in Brisbane on January the 28th, and it sounds like you got some exciting stuff coming up too, mate. So can't wait to hear more.
Absolutely. Thanks, man.